half steps and things like that, we're getting both of them at once. But we teach it in the lateral work. So shoulder in takes the nose and says, hey, bring your nose closer to your right hind leg. It's the difference of, or the haunches in is take your right hind leg, haunches in, and bring it closer to your nose, right? The difference is like if you lie on the ground and you lift your heels off the ground, you get a bit of an ab workout. Or if you lift your shoulders off the ground, it's like a crunch. So, but one emphasizes the lower abs, one the upper abs. Not quite the same with them, but it just gets different parts of the body, right? So, really the shadow. The haunches in then for the canter is asking for quite an extreme engagement of the inside hind leg, which is also then saying we're asking for quite a bit of bend. So when you have horses that have a bit of a forebeat canter or have that tendency in the canter to have the up and down action, the piston action versus the kicking under action, those horses always struggle with bending work. That's a little bit in the trot and the canter the same, right? A good example of those horses, Friesians, they're one of the worst about it. Friesians, I wouldn't say all across the board, but as a breed, nearly impossible to teach how to bend because their body doesn't mechanize the swing of the hip right to get the hollow to happen, not meaning you can't ever do it, but if you take a warm blood and you pull on it, on average, the body does that. If you take a Friesian and you pull on it, the body doesn't collapse in the right way. This breed is a little similar, right? They don't collapse in that way. The hocks bend like this versus this, where the hip swings the femur forward as the hock bends. This type, a Friesian type, the hip pulls the femur up and the hock bends. So those horses that have this action to the hind leg, very hard to bend. But what are you going to do? You just have to challenge it and push at it, right? Okay, left lead, same thing. The cuckoo match got lit. Yeah, we're going to have to turn him into the wall. Yeah. Taking over. Rude is right. He's like, I want to go home. Yeah, you can be a little tough to just going back up to canter if you need to. Yeah. Good. So same mindset, just spend a minute with the canter going, can I get those hind legs swung up under the body further and further? Can I send the front legs of the forehand up and out? Yeah, that's pretty good though there, liking that. So, all that being said, with the problem aspect of the bend, right? The more under you get them in the canter, not short and small in the canter, but really under, right? That's that idea of really drive into a bigger and more collected stride. The more under I get him, the easier he's going to bend. But also, the more I just challenge the bend, the more I'm going to get the hind leg to engage. Does that make sense? One will help the other, long side straight. So that's a bit what I was getting at in the trot before. Even if it feels yucky, you know, it's kind of shipping at the gate, it's hard to ride, it's twisted, it's weird. Challenge him a bit on the angle anyway with those haunches the haunches inward. Nice, good. Haunches in, next long side. This side looks a little better with it, with the engagement overall. Nice, great into balance there. Good. Now it's good you have the whip in the right hand to reinforce. Yeah. Good. A little easier with the angle that side, right? Yeah. Notice the cannon quality is a little better too on that side. He stays a little more up in the balance, it carries a little better on line, like completely related. Those two things. Don't be bashful, go in there, challenge them. And that a lot, like I was saying in the trot, gets this like left rein, right leg relationship of sandwiching his body around your inside leg. Right spur a little bit. Get into him. Yep, yep, good. One more next long side. Good, you got it. You have to be that tough. Super. Super. One more. Want to go one more time this way, then we change rein and go back to the harder side once more. What you want to look at with it too is, just maybe in your thought. Whatever angle you have today, even, let's say, what's the easy angle? If you just kind of ride into it, what does he give you? And then where is he at when you challenge him for a more extreme? Make a mental note. Good on those two places. That was good with the challenge. Change rein. Make that mental note. So you go tomorrow or a couple of days from now, each one of those places has to be pushed a little further. And up by a little further, we're just talking maybe an inch. And then 3 weeks from now, it's maybe 3 or 4 inches more, if that. So that a couple of months from now, maybe I'm at a more noticeable, difference in there. And it won't be easy at first, right? Just because I get a little more angle doesn't mean it's going to be easy to ride. It won't be until later, when I'm getting about 6, give or take, 6 more inches or so of angle, and I can work there for a few months. That'll start to really get the benefit of that added angle, right? The added engagement. Good. Pole staying up. Nice. Upper body, team it back. Good. And you get in there, right rein, left spur a little bit. Yeah, actually that's better now. Definitely better. Left spur. Touch at him with the whip. Left spur. Tap him again. Good, good. Yep. One more. You definitely have to work like in there, like I said, where it feels weird or feels bad, just challenge it anyway. Just don't let him break. But it might get pretty rickety feeling. Might get pretty sticky feeling. Good. You just have to teach his body to let go more and more on the outside, on the left side, and tighten down on the right side or the inside. Good. Rock break again. Better. So what we're after in there as is cantering, and we'll talk more and more about it with the pirouettes as well. Right lead like this. You start to ask for haunches in angle, right? And he has to start to separate the hind legs out a little bit more, right? To get the actual reach. He's got to push off this outside and reach more with the right hind. So when I was saying, like, the wizards that have a little bit of that 4-beat tendency to the can, right? The rhythm sequence of the canters, outside hind leg, inside hind leg with the outside front leg, and then the inside front leg, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So in order for this hind leg, the inside, to reach further forward, it has to separate further from this hind leg, right? Which means horses that want to be a little 4B, he wants this hind leg down on the ground before this outside front leg touches. Does that make sense? So he hits or pushes with the left hind, and he very quickly wants the right hind on the ground. Then the left front touches. But what we need him to do is stay on this leg a split second longer, drive a little bigger, and fall onto that leg as that one's hitting the ground. So we talk about the separation, right? So the angle really challenges that with him. And that's where he gets so sticky. And there's like, wait a minute, I can't canter like that. Because it's forcing that diagonal pair to actually synchronize a little better. Even though it feels worse. It's driving that hind leg to a bigger step. So the more angle you can create, the more strength you build. And the better mechanical understanding you'll train into the canter at that point. You cannot get too much angle with that. You know, like just as a general rule, training it every day, you go, this is good, now more. And 6 months from now, go, that's good, that's better, good boy, more. Till it feels like the angle is bottomless. Then you can you could literally get his nose to touch his tail. Okay, take him up, canter again when you're ready. Don't be rude. Yeah, even though you give him a little smack, you're well within your rights there to kind of get after him with that. Yeah, good tough. Right. That's how I kind of say them, like you can't have the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? You can't be hot and running away with me 1 minute and then unwilling to move the next minute. I'm on to you. I'm not buying it. Those are just ploys to get out of the work at this point. Good. Good in the balance there now. Down the long side. Good. Big strides behind. No tipping down in front. That looks very good. Yeah. So what you're going to do, like literally right now, I might just be thinking and doing like, I'm not going to ride canter half passes per se. I'm going to ride hours of haunches in on the wall. Does that make sense? Same movement, but easier to manage, control, and gauge right now. So don't stress about getting them on the diagonals, just keep challenging for angle on the long sides. Then all you're going to do later, turn on a diagonal, ride the same haunches in, right? Yeah. And what I said earlier, where you make a mental note, what's the angle I get if I just put the 8 on? And what's the angle I get when I challenge for more, right? Those should be different. But you get to this point where you go, the angle I get when I just ask is pretty close to the angle I get when I challenge 4 more. Does that make sense? Because it starts to become almost, like I said, bottomless feeling. You're not having to push at it anymore. Because you've pushed at it so much, you've stressed him beyond what he thinks he can do. You've challenged that range of motion, and you've gotten him stronger. So every time he goes into it, he goes a little further, a little easier. So the difference between the two becomes less over time. When I start to notice that, that's when I'll go, let's put it on the diagonal again. Because then I have lots of option of variation. Whereas if right now it's a struggle to get that little bit more angle, or a lot more angle it's hard to get to, I'm not going to have have much control in the half pass to adjust the angle and where he's at, right?
Yeah.
Little more power. Hold up. Mild, medium, next long side. Just to challenge the swing of those hind legs to keep coming under and getting bigger stride. Pull, stay way up high. Yeah, good, nice. Always being in there, well, a little fading at the end. Only in there, I thought you had to work too hard to get it, right? So don't be bashful. You have to kind of get after him a little bit to go, hey, it's not my job to pedal this canter along. Pull staying up. No tipping down. Good. Change rate again when you're ready. Great in the balance there. Yeah. Up in front. Big canter. Good. Careful not to tip forward. Up in front. Yeah. Big canter like that. Nice. I'm liking the canter more and more. The more, not aggressive in a bad way, but the more aggressive we're approaching it, I'm liking the quality better, right? He's not kind of the shrinking violet that's feeling that pressure and crumbling underneath you. That's good. He's actually kind of rising to the occasion with the balance. Yeah. Little tap on him again. Good. Nice. Stay back in your upper body. Just so right as you spike that energy in, you're saying don't bounce up behind. Tuck under behind. Right. More back still in your upper body. Medium again next long side. But I want you to really lean back in this one. Shoulders further back. More. Good. More. Back. Lean back. 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 Good. Super. So your body is very strongly challenging his body to be more uphill balance. Yes, punches it again with that canter. Nice. Up in front. Lots of power. Good. Super. Does that angle feel easier? Yeah, right? Good. Nice. In that way, I mean, granted, there's good things, bad things too if you ride it too big and gallopy, but there's you get the canter engaging more, doing more behind. The bend became a little easier to get. No backing off. Good. Super. Stay back in your upper body. Nice. You got it. Change rate again. This time, ride your flying change like you rode the extended canter. Lean back. You might go, lady, you're nuts, I can't change. But try it, lean back. Yeah. Because I want to really put some pressure on that croup right now to stay down in the change. That make sense? Yeah. Big, medium, next long side again. Love the balance. Yeah, a little whack if you need. Nope, backing off. Good. Big canter, lean back, sit in. Yes. Great so. Punches in again once. Pow, 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 pow. No, back, off. Good. Way better. Good. Way better canter quality in there. Nice. That might be a victory you kind of play day to day back and forth, right? Where you do have to go, some days I'm more challenging the angle, other days I'm riding a little bit more the canter power. Till they synchronize a bit, right? So you can really lock the two in. Walk again. Super. Definitely better there with the power increase. With his balance and, I mean, granted, I get it, like you can't ride him like that all the time because he'll get too strong. But kind of saying to him, like, this is where we need to be headed with the canter. It needs to get bigger. It needs to do more behind and come under more. Other part you want to look at is your body. You're sitting on him. He's underneath you. So if I look at my seat in the saddle, relative to a spine length underneath me. Right now, let's say from my tummy to his wither, that's a right angle. Right? Behind me, right angle. From my back to his back. Not exactly, but close enough. Your leg hangs long, contact pulls up, you're right here. That right angle, those right angles, they don't change. But you're going to lean back. And you're going to shift them with you. Does that make sense? So you're going to put, and that's the flying change as well. You're going to go, I'm going to put a little pressure down on your back. And I'm going to kind of, not quite, but I'm going to think I hook my knees into the knee roll as I lean back and actually lift your shoulders up even higher. And I'm going to keep your pole up here and some tension in the reins and bring the reins back with me when I go. So I actually kind of arc your neck up in this direction a little more. So even though those angles aren't necessarily connected and set, in your mind think they're set. And then start to lean back on them sometimes. I don't do I spend most of the time telling people to not lean back as far because I'm trying to get them long like you already are. Upright in your body, long so you have leverage. Whereas if you lean back and you collapse and drive with your seat, everything's rounded and collapsed and not supple. But in this case, you're almost a little too far forward or we can be using some of the leverage to help you, which is that little really sitting in and leaning back strong on them. Want to do one or two more flying changes? Do you have an to do that? Okay. Yeah. So we might not make a big dent in them right away, but I'd try a couple of times, and it might feel a little extreme, the leaning back, but you're not that far back. You'll see it on the video. But I want you to think of it as extreme. Well, brat. Spanish, no work ethic. Is he Spanish or South American? What is he? Andalusian, so Spanish. Yeah, you can be mean. Right. Good. Long side straight. Get on the gas pedal a bit for that medium thought in his body. Good. Leaning back. Pull extra high. Almost above the bit, feel it. Little medium canter, even there on the short side. Push. Half diagonal. Above the bit, higher. Medium canter, higher. Lean back. That was a good one. Yeah, like that. I know it wasn't right on the 8 in the moment, but the balance worked right. Play with that, like I said, a bit on how far you lean back, right? Put some pressure on them. Also, you won't be able to hollow them out, right? So take the risk of really get them up in front, higher. Yeah, there. And then you're going to come out that change a little medium canter like. Half diagonal, super high. Push. Good, up in front. Good, higher. Higher, get them up there, higher. Lean back. Higher, yeah, that was the idea. That one, notice he was angry, but he didn't kick up as high. Yeah. He actually did kick more forward, but he's a little pissy about it because you put more pressure on his body. One more each leg. I want us to leave it a little more medium canter thought. Right into the change, and I want you more back. And more up in front. Higher. Higher. Come on. Above a bit. There's your moment. That's the change, too. He dove afterwards, but the balance was good into that one. Same other way, same thing. Way above the bit. I mean, it's not. Don't think that it's really, but it might feel like that. Higher. Once like this with the hand, like up, lean back, up, and a change. Yeah, walk, turn left, left lead. There you just didn't have enough motor, right? You were in the right on the balance. Just kind of right away. Good. Think a little medium, down the long side. Love that. Balance, yeah. Long side, little medium. From B, go half diagonal. Just put it somewhere different. Up, 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 up. Good. Way high, up. No tipping down, you beast. Good. Now the half diagonal again. That high. And the thought of the medium, like you just had on the long side. Way up, lean back, up. Yeah, that was better. Good. Walk again. Tight behind. But it was him going, wait a minute. That's what I said. He might say, shit, Libby, I can't change. But that's kind of what you want to say. It's like, yeah, I know. You got to change. I know you're saying you can't, but you can. And you have to do it in that balance so I don't get the big kicking up behind. I wouldn't do that with them if they don't know, if they're not established clean changes. You know, like, just shit, man, if they change clean, just be grateful for a year. Don't mess with it. But if they're changing clean and it's solid, you do have to go, okay, fundamentally, we got to get it, all the things working right in the body. Those horses, like, you have these horses that have these amazing, perfect canners, and they can't do a flying change. Doesn't usually happen, but it's like, you know, you have this great canter, why can't you do this? Then you have horses like him that have these weird, funky canters, and you go, how did you learn how to do a flying change? I, for the life of me, can't figure out how you connected those dots. Because that's not, and I've had horses like that before that you go, you shouldn't be able to do this. And I've had them in training where I'm like, why are you such an idiot about this? All you need to do is just change directions and you'll change. But they get like, you know, too freaked out and panicked about it. So, like, he's one of those horses, like, just the fact that he's changing clean, I don't want to mess with it too much, but I've seen him do the changes down at the other place, too, and it's like, if they're clean, which they were every time, we can start to say, okay, let's see if we can get this working on a better balance or trajectory or feeling in the body, which is that the change goes that way as I travel through the air instead of this way as I travel through the arena. But I think, yeah, like you could definitely use some of that leverage before the change. Like I said, think right angle, connected like cement, and I'm just going to tip the whole structure. And I might go, like it might be just three, like why does it come out of the corner? Shove at them a bit. Same going into the mediums. Right into it, and then try to stay there. But it wouldn't be, I'm going to slowly start to tip back, because I think if he feels it going back, I'll be like, I'm ready. Whereas if you just kind of go, we're cantering, his body will go, what the heck just happened? And if you can time it right and punch a medium canter or time it and get a flying change, it could probably really work to get those working on a bit of a different trajectory. That makes sense? Yeah. Hours of consciousness in the canter. Yeah. It's not to say like I wouldn't half-pass, because you are half-passing if you're doing the haunches in. But what you notice if you work the haunches in versus the half-pass. In a haunches in, when you challenge for angle and you're looking in the mirror, you go, hey, I didn't get any angle. Or, if you challenge for angle and he drifts off the wall, you go, wait a minute, you're supposed to be on the track. Or you challenge for angle and he leans into the wall. You're like, get off the wall. But if I get on the diagonal and I go, hey, I'm just headed to K, and I'm out here in free space, and now I want some more angle. Instead of getting more bend, I might just go more sideways. Or he might feel like he's bending, but travel this way a little too much. Which would mean if I'm on the rail, he's leaning into it. Or in the first case, he would drift away from it. So the rail just gives me way better reference to how's he responding to my aids. Because most of the time, all of us, we get out in that half pass and we go, shit, they're not bending enough, or they're not doing this enough, and we start pushing and shoving, and then all we do is get to the wall sooner. But we didn't change what they were doing. Does that make sense? Whereas on the wall, I'm going to really go, did he change or didn't he? And you'll know very clearly based on either the feeling or what it looks like in the mirror. Yeah, you got it. Good. A little bit. He's a brat. But he's your brat.